Scott and Michele Bourque and their children Alan and Shelby live near the University of New Mexico football stadium. Scott and Michele moved into their modest 3-bedroom home in 1998. Like many families in the Albuquerque area, the Bourque family has lived in substandard housing. Although both Scott and Michele work, and Michele collects Social Security disability to help pay the mortgage, they were unable to keep up with needed repairs and upgrades. In fact, their home deteriorated to the point where relatives feared it might be shut down for safety reasons, and the family potentially split up. Scott's sister, Cathy, went to the city's Office of Neighborhood Revitalization to see if the family would qualify for a home rehabilitation loan.
Well, my motivation for going to the home rehabilitation program was my concern for the family, because I'm afraid that with the condition the house is in, that they would be evicted at some point because the house would be condemned. I was really afraid that it had gotten to such a point that it was maybe dangerous for the family, especially the children living in the house, and I really worried that social services would come in at some point and say that this is a hazard and that the family would not be able to stay together. Now at this point, I don't think we'd be doing the children any favors by separating them from their family.
The family did qualify, and manager Marie Chavez and her staff took over from there. Program Inspector Larry Moya determined what repairs needed to be made, and in collaboration with Chavez and the local contractor, Facility Build, came up with a plan of action. The office allotted $65,000 in federal funds for the home improvement. The loans are no interest and, in some cases, forgivable for families that qualify under the income guidelines. Larry Ford managed the project for Facility Build.
I think one of the biggest issues that we have to deal with usually is the electrical systems, because especially like in a house like this, the electrical system is so outdated and it has wiring from the 1950s that's, it doesn't have grounding plugs, it doesn't have anything. So we have to basically come in, remove all the old wiring and everything, and try to rewire everything in a way that it's updated and up to code. Then we have already started with the ductwork in the furnace. That's going on, that's completed already right now, the rough end is. The windows will all be replaced. They will be replaced as we're putting high energy efficient windows in here, double hung windows throughout. They'll, double pane all the way through. So everything will, once we're done, combined with our EFIS system that we have on the outside, our EFIS stucco system and the windows and everything, this will be a very efficient house when it comes to cooling and heating. And then when we demoed the kitchen, we found that all the pipes, everything was not put in the walls. The plumbing, as you can see, is out, just sitting in the middle of the floor. They was actually built, what they did is they ran the plumbing and stuff, and then they built the cabinets and everything around the plumbing. So we're gonna relocate all the plumbing into the walls, the gas line into the wall and everything, so we can redo that. And we'll do that when we have to pull all that flooring and everything in there and expose it all the way to the floor joists.
The family moved into an apartment in October while the renovation got underway. Workers began repairs inside and out, working through the holidays. To prepare the family for its new home, Marie Chavez engaged the Independent Living Resource Center to help provide needed support services. The community agency encourages and empowers individuals with disabilities to participate fully in family, community, and work life.
That'd be a goal.
This ensures the best chance for a good outcome for the family. Although some might question the cost of the project, those involved believe the benefits far outweigh the alternative, both financially and emotionally.
The greatest goals of any sort of community service social agency is to keep a family together and cohesive and supported. I think is the highest good that any sort of social agency can do. The alternatives are pretty grim. Having pride in your home and your life situation is one of the fundamental things that makes this country a decent place to live. The whole American dream is to have this, to have a house you're proud of and to have a family and to take care of them the best you can. All the studies I've read are like, it's cheaper It's so much cheaper to just give people places to live, and then you can build up all the services around that house.
Putting money into housing still has its controversies, and we know today that working with families to house them first is much more cost effective than trying to steer them towards different services in the community in hopes that one day they will graduate, as it were, to housing. In 2012, the city, UNM, and the city of Albuquerque did a study on the Heading Home Initiative, an initiative designed to quickly house homeless people, and the cost savings were astronomical.
Families do fall through the cracks. It's not whether they will, it's, you know, it's a when they will. And then cleaning it all up and firefighting is much harder.
Well, I think it is easy for a family today to slip through the cracks from being what we call precariously housed to homeless. It's really about living from paycheck to paycheck, and finally, you know, ends just don't meet up, and they're evicted usually if they're renters. If they're homeowners, then like the family we're working with, they just can't make it work, and so the house could be red tagged, and they'd have to move. So it is rather easy in our economy for a family to go from a tenuous situation to homelessness. Well, I think the main benefit of keeping a family together is, again, stability. And housing, I think, plays a critical role. A clean, safe, affordable house that then again, they just know where they're going to be on a daily basis. It reduces stress, and then they can focus, the entire family can focus on the needs before them.
3 months after the renovations began, the family returned to its home.
What I want to do is give you guys your keys.
Oh, good. Oh, thank you.
Come on in, open your door, come on into your new house, guys.
Oh, cool. Thank you.
Let's.
Shelby? Michelle?
Oh, wow.
Oh, this is gorgeous. They just put shelves. Look at that. Oh, cool. This would be the best house ever.
Love my linen closet.
Best house ever. Oh my God. Yep.
You'll be all happy about it?
Yeah.
Walked into the shed.
I don't know how they got in there.
Was the door locked?
I don't know, it wasn't.
I think that is a.
And then the windows closed.
Oh, cool. And all the windows.
This is great. As Shelby said, the best house in America.
You know, I think that's the best part of it, is to be able to see, you know, when they first got here, to see the kids just excited and wanting to come in and everything. That was the best part of it, you know. From the first time we came in and they were just sitting around here, you could tell that there's a difference in their attitude and their happiness and everything. So I think once they get it all set up, and you've seen them when they were outside, they were excited to be. They came in, they wanted to see their rooms, they wanted to see everything. So it's really satisfying.
It looks amazing. So it looks like a brand new house, and the kids are so excited. It just warms my heart to see how happy they are.
Oh, it's wonderful. It makes our job worthwhile. We love what we do, and this is why. It is a long process for both the families, for our program, for everybody involved, but it definitely is worth it.
And this is like brand new beginning for us.